Making the error of assuming that a Sigma male is weak is a common trap to fall into. These guys may not look like your traditional dominant males, but that doesn't make them any less of a threat. When it comes to males, the Sigma type is the quiet killer. This is a common misconception that you should avoid. They succeed not because of their brute strength, but rather because of their superior intelligence and willpower. Their exterior is one of cool composure, but they are actually planning their next move 10 steps in advance. This makes him an extremely risky adversary, so be on your guard at all times. The males in the Sigma order tend to be the observers. They are information sponges, constantly processing data in preparation for an attack. You shouldn't do anything that would make Sigma want to go after you. This in no way implies that Sigma males are inherently nefarious. As a matter of fact, they are calm and tolerant people. If you try to tread on his tail, though, you will be scorched. Nothing is scarier than a Sigma guy with a grudge. We've compiled a list of 12 indicators that male Sigmas are the most lethal species. 1. They are excellent planners and anticipate most events. Can you beat a Sigma at chess? If that's the case, you may rest assured they're always planning ahead. They are always considering all of their options and formulating plans accordingly. That makes them extremely difficult to defeat, as they have likely anticipated your every move. He can see around corners and is constantly several moves ahead of you. His willingness to anticipate and adapt to any situation makes him a dangerous adversary. You should never go up against a Sigma, because they will invariably find a way to triumph. People are suspicious that they are usually planning something sneaky. Staying on their good side is preferable to risking antagonizing them. 2. They are quick to identify your vulnerabilities. Sigmas have excellent observational skills. They will rapidly learn your weaknesses if you step on their tail. They will always find a way to turn this knowledge against you because they understand how to use it. They appear oblivious, yet in reality they are always aware of their surroundings. When you really annoy someone, they will get you back when you least expect it, even if you think you're getting away with anything at the moment. They are patient and may wait for the right opportunity to seize the day. It's as if they've been keeping track of everything you've done and said in a mental log. That's why they'd make you pay if you ever got them badly wrong. If Sigma hasn't retaliated against you in a long time, then he has either forgiven you or found a way to move on. In any case, he will find a way to make you feel his rage if he just can't let it go. Sigma men are tolerant and don't bother with people who don't deserve it, despite the fact that they themselves aren't immune to making mistakes and being wronged. When they feel wronged, though, they can become quite vindictive. They aren't the violent kind, but when they put their wits to work, you'll never see it coming. 3. They have remarkable fortitude and resolve. Members of the Sigma P fraternity are among the most hardy and focused people you'll ever encounter. They're the kinds of people who keep going even when things get tough. They never give up and never give in, no matter how difficult the situation becomes. This is due to their extraordinary drive to succeed. They have lofty aspirations that they relentlessly pursue. They keep trying, even after each setback. When things get tough, they always manage to pull themselves together and try again. The true fighter that never gives up on their goals is a true fighter. Knowing this, you should probably avoid getting into a fight with a Sigma guy. He will keep trying till he succeeds. They are also extremely persistent in their pursuit of happiness. They will do everything it takes to achieve their goals. This makes him an extremely risky rival in any setting, whether professional or personal. He will stop at nothing until he has destroyed his enemy. But if you can win him over, he may be a formidable friend who will do whatever it takes to see your plans through. Everyone has a certain amount of grit and perseverance, but the Sigma really pushes it to another level. When it comes to tenacity and toughness, they are unparalleled. This is why handling a Sigma requires extreme caution. What he might do next is anyone's guess. 4. They always keep their genuine motives hidden. It's impossible to tell who the Sigma man really is. As a result, it is difficult to tell what he is thinking because he will never divulge his true intentions when he is threatened. He's very shrewd and always has a plan. This makes interacting with him challenging because you can never predict what he will do. He prefers to throw people off their game. He maintains a cool exterior at all times, yet a great deal is happening beneath his expressionless glare. When the alpha man wants to tamper with someone, he does so more openly than the Sigma guy. 5. They take in everything that goes on but say nothing. Men that identify as Sigma tend to keep to themselves. However, that does not imply that they are not listening. They are actively observing and processing their surroundings, always on the lookout for new information. They are excellent students. They learn so much about their environment in this way. Even if they don't say much, they know everything that's going on. There is more to their knowledge than meets the eye. Beware the repercussions if you ever cross a Sigma. Before making a move, you should think about what information they might already have about you. While some folks may choose to simply go with the flow, all Sigma guys do is scheme and plan. Their brain never stops churning, plotting up new strategies for success. Because of this, they are a formidable adversary in any competition. Competing against a Sigma man will almost certainly leave you feeling like you're on the losing end. Assume that he has already plotted his victory against you. Whenever possible, they look for a method to one-up their rivals. 6. They may let you off the hook, but they will never forget. For a Sigma guy, there is no such thing as forgetting. Having this knowledge is a mixed blessing and a misfortune. They will hold a grudge against you forever if you wronged them in the past. If you've treated them well, however, they won't soon forget it. The moment you gain their confidence, they will be completely devoted to you. They hide it well, but behind it all, they're incredibly sentimental people. Because of this, many Sigmas have trouble moving on from the past. While they may be able to forgive you, they certainly won't forget. If you make one more mistake, no matter how slight, you will lose. They will hastily bring up your many sins and cut you out of their lives. That's why it's crucial to use caution with the Sigma male. They may appear emotionless, but they are actually quite sensitive. They're really good at keeping things under wraps. You may believe you fooled him, but he's far more perceptive than you realize. He has been keeping tabs on your every move and is waiting for the right time to let you know that he has been paying attention. 7. They have an exceptional capacity for logic. Some of the most logical thinkers you'll ever encounter are Sigma males. They are always able to put their emotions aside and make the right call. In all circumstances, they maintain a level head and make rational choices. Argue with a Sigma, and you'll see that their arguments are always well-reasoned and well-supported. You won't sway them by appealing to their emotions. An emotional argument will not be successful against a Sigma. If you want to convince them of something, you had better be able to prove it. You risk being written off as simply another would-be swindler if you don't. There's a good chance they'll either ignore you or, worse, try to put you in your place. 8. Their capacity for self-control is extraordinary. The males of Sigma never lose their composure. They never lose their cool, no matter what's going on around them. This is due to their remarkable capacity for self-control. They are always able to keep their cool under pressure. It makes no difference if they are in the middle of a fight or they're cool, no matter what's going on around them. This is due to their remarkable capacity for self-control. They are always able to keep their cool under pressure. It makes no difference if they are in the middle of a fight or just being insulted. It's impossible to get them to lose their composure or cloud their judgment. One of the reasons they are such formidable foes is because of this. You can never expect a Sigma to lose his cool under pressure. They will never agree to do anything against their will. They never allow their feelings to get the best of them or influence their decisions. In part because of this, they make excellent leaders. They are always able to keep their cool under pressure and make the right call, no matter what is at stake. And that's why they'll forever command respect and admiration from those around them. 9. They say what they really think. In the Sigma fraternity, Males rarely hold back from saying what they think. They are always forthright and straightforward, no matter who they are up against. Nothing is ever sanitized, and they make no attempt to improve their image. You can count on them to offer you an honest assessment if you ask for one, even if the results may disappoint you. You're completely misguided if you think you can use a stigma to your advantage by convincing people to agree with you. They never agree with you just to be agreeable. They always tell it like it is, even if it's not what you want to hear. Since most individuals aren't used to being confronted with such candor, it might be shocking to them. The Sigma males you meet, after you get beyond that initial impression, will be among the most reliable people you've ever met. Their commitment to honesty means they will never sugarcoat anything. 10. They are not as simple as they appear. There's a good chance you won't give Sigma much of a second glance after your initial encounter with him. It seems like an everyday kind of person. They would like you to believe this, but it's not true. They prefer anonymity to the spotlight, but underneath that serene veneer, a lot is happening. They are risky because they know more than they're letting on. You'd better be ready for anything if you want to mess with a Sigma. Sigma males tend to seem shy and reserved, but this is just how they operate while concentrating on what's going on around them. They are difficult to read due to their constant processing and scheming. You should never underestimate a Sigma since you can never tell what they are thinking. When it relates to intelligence and willpower, a Sigma man's outward appearance belies his true nature. They're actually much more intricate than they first appear. You want someone like this on your side, yet you wouldn't dare cross their path. 11. They are not to be trifled with. The decision to cross the Sigma male will be swiftly revealed to have been a disastrous one. When they feel strongly about anything, they do not take kindly to having their feelings hurt. When someone has wronged him accidentally, Sigma knows it and moves forward. In contrast, he will hold a grudge if you intentionally hurt him, especially if you touch him inappropriately. You may believe you can fool him, but he will eventually catch you. Maybe not right away, but you will definitely come to deeply regret crossing him. The Sigma male may come across as vindictive, yet he's not mean at all. What really gets under his skin, though, is when someone deliberately causes him trouble for no good reason, other than to cause him distress. He's the kind of person who'd rather avoid conflict and not meddle in anyone else's affairs. But if you bring it right to his door, he won't think twice about letting you know who's boss. To him, it is an individual challenge, and he will not give up until he has triumphed. He will show you where you belong and teach you a valuable lesson. No one gets treated that way. Stigma will not allow him to get away with it anywhere, including at work, in his personal life, or on the internet. Even if you thought you could beat him, you'll soon discover that you were mistaken. 12. They are masters of psychology and social manipulation. One cannot expect to deal with a regular Joe when interacting with a Sigma male. They have a remarkable capacity for reading and comprehending the minds of others. They are thus extremely hazardous due to their ability to effortlessly manipulate situations to their own advantage. Whenever they want anything, they simply know how to push the proper buttons, and eventually, they get it. Knowledge of how to use this talent effectively to elicit information from others is also useful. Since they are so skilled at interrogation, they often manage to get unwitting confessions out of their subjects. Avoid deceiving children by pretending everything is well when it is not. Kids have excellent perception and will catch on quickly. A Sigma will act as if he believes your lie to test your resolve. He takes a very passive stance, giving the impression that you are the one in command. However, he is the one responsible for everything. He is testing your limits on purpose, rather than being confrontational when lied to. Sigma males resort to using reverse psychology, which is typical of the alpha male. He maintains command even when it appears he does not. He is far more subtle than anyone else when it comes to manipulating a situation.